Hello all you people out there in TV land. My name is CV Studios, also known as Kurt, and we're continuing with the Scream 6 week. The movie drops in just a few days. It's a very, very exciting time to be a Ghostface fan. We've got a lot of merchandise, we got a lot of cool stuff coming out, we got a lot of cool movie props, we got new masks on the horizon, we got new masks last year, we've already talked about a couple of new masks, including these ones, and this one. So if you haven't watched those videos, absolutely check them out. They're pretty great. I like to think they don't suck. Now, in the subject of not sucking, this is going to be a bit of a tangent, but we'll get there, I swear. In the subject of not sucking, one of the things that's always plagued Ghostface fans when they want to dress up as this guy is trying to find a weapon that doesn't suck. Ghostface in Scream uses one of these. This is a Buck brand, a Buck 120 hunting knife. This is the exact knife used in the first Scream movie. Now, this knife and variations of such are used in Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4, Scream 5, and I haven't seen the movie yet, but we can assume it's probably going to be in Scream 6. It's a really iconic horror knife. It's used on the covers for Friday the 13th Part 4 and 7. There's posters from Friday the 13th Part 8 that have it. In fact, 2 of them get used, they stab into somebody's head in the movie Babysitter on Netflix. It's absolutely fucking rad. It's a great romp. It's got Samara Weaving in it. Everybody likes Samara Weaving. She's a babe. She's in Scream 6! That was a weird tangent. But this is the Buck 120. This is Ghostface's knife of choice. Now, this is a copyrighted design. This knife is licensed, it's owned by Buck. So you can't really make replicas of it without stepping on some toes. You certainly can't sell them at retail without stepping on some toes. Now in Scary Movie, they had a very, very similar version of this. It was a much shinier chrome, and it didn't have the nice little line on the guard and on the butt of the grip there. But it was a really similar knife, just super shiny. As far as licensed knives go, you can find really close-ish Bowie knives, similar sort of things. The handles never look quite right, but you can find decent knives out there. They look okay for costume purposes. The main and common one that you will find is going to be one of these bleeding ones. It's just a big Bowie knife looking blade. It's got this absolutely god-awful handle, and it's full of blood. And it drains, and then you get blood that drains down into the blade, and it looks like you've stabbed somebody. That's it. You can pick these up. You can pick up Fun World versions. I've seen Fun World ones. You can pick these up at Halloween for like $5. Even here in Australia, you can grab them for like $5 around Halloween. They're not expensive. They look okay, and they're fine for convention work and stuff like that. I've seen people spray the blades silver with silver paint. I've covered them in aluminium tape before after draining the blood out. They get the point across. It's a big knife-looking thing. Now these are actually much, much larger than a Buck 120, as you can see there. The blades are much bigger as well, so if you're going for a Scream 4 sort of look, these can look okay, and that's how I started off. I used this sort of thing. Your next option is not really an option, and I beg you not to take the option. We all know them. They're these. It's kind of knife-shaped, I suppose. It's got this thick polyurethane rubber blade, if you can call it that. It's kind of like a dagger more than anything. Yes, they are officially licensed Ghostface merch, but fuck, do they look like garbage. These are the sort of ones you'll find in the mask and knife set. In fact, I've got one that has an ultra white, and it's got this, and it's not great. This one, for argument's sake, is from April to June 2016. They are still made. This is just a Scream 4 branded one. I think now they've got the As Seen in Scream text. Your next option is to find somebody that will do a resin cast of a Buck knife. And in fact, this is one that I made. This is a resin, polyurethane resin from an Australian company called Barnes. And I actually molded my exact Buck knife to make this copy. They're really fun. This is a safe plastic. I've blunted the tip. I've added the blood. It's lightweight, it is somewhat flexible, it's con-safe. You can get away with wearing your Ghostface costume and running around with one of these. If you were to stab somebody, you'd still puncture skin with that, so you do have to be careful. I've seen foam rubber versions of these, I've seen resin versions of these. You can get a whole lot of different ones. They're all the way around. I don't sell these. If I ever do a run of these, if I ever do make more of them and you're in Australia, do keep an eye on my Instagram, ghostface down under. If I ever make more, I will let you all know. But there is a better option. Finally, there is a better option for Ghostface knives. Spirit Halloween in 2021, and then again in 2022, brought out possibly the greatest Ghostface knife prop that you can find at retail for a stunningly low price. They brought out chrome buck knives. They look fucking fantastic. They look really good. I've been trying to get one of these for ages, and again, it's from my friend Jacob, ScreamFan2000, who his information is going to pop up down here. Jacob got a huge haul of Spirit Halloween stuff, and in that box, he got me 2 of these bad boys. Now, why do I have 2? Well, I want to take one off the card, and I want to leave one on the card. That's pretty much the reason that I have 2. These are great. These are a lightweight plastic. They are chromed. They are very, very shiny chrome. And if I can, you can see another Ghostface mask in the background. What a surprise. Hey, look, that's you guys. Holy crap. They are roughly the same size as a buck knife. In fact, they're a little bit larger. They are really close in shape. Scale's a little bit big, but they're a really, really nice finish. And these are a plastic Halloween prop. They're safe. And that is just exceptional. Now, it is called Ghostface Knife, so we are missing the banding on the guard and on the hilt, but that's okay. If you've got some automotive pinstriping or even just black electrical tape, you can fix that with no effort. They look really cool. They're actually really, really close to the Scary Movie knives, which is awesome. So if you do a Scary Movie killer like I do, there you go, you got your doofy knife. So I've got 2 of these, and we're going to pop one off the card, and we're going to see how it looks. These were a whopping $9.95 at retail, which is just fucking exceptional. You can't make it for that cheap, so Funworld's really done a good thing. So I'm gonna take my my handy nippers, and we're gonna snip just the 2 cable ties. We got 1, and give it to me. 2, and we can free it. I'm gonna keep the card because I may end up recarding that later on down the line, and we have just a really nice Ghostface prop. The blade is incredibly thin. That is the first thing that I will say, is the blade is real thin. It's about half the thickness of a real buck knife. This is the real one. You can see it's quite thick. This one is quite thin. And they do bend a little bit because they are just bendy plastic. Obviously, if you try and fold it in half, you're going to snap the blade. It feels really, really nice in the hand, actually. It's quite comfortable, which is cool. Looks like the black part of the grip is a separate molded piece, and then you've got the chrome all around. Stamped on the butt here, you do have your manufacture date. It blends in really, really nicely. It's pretty hard to see. But the manufacture date on these ones, these are April to June 2022s. This is really light as well, so if you're walking around all day at a con, it's going to be really comfortable to hold and use, and you're not going to have to worry about it getting damaged because it costs you $10. This is an example of where we are in the perfect time to start collecting Ghostface stuff. If you haven't already, you've got so many cool options. And I mean, in less than a decade, we've gone from this as a Ghostface knife to this. You can't really complain about that. So, they are fantastic. These have shown up in several other things as well. In fact, these are part of the Slayer kit. There are a couple of variations, I think, of those ones floating around, and it consists of a header tag and everything's hanging off it. You've got an ultra white, you've got one of the buck knives, you've got a set of gloves, and I believe there's some variations that also have a voice changer, which is garbage, don't buy them. But these, absolutely fantastic. Funworld's hit this out of the park. Really, really nicely, the chrome matches the chrome mask really well. So that's a really, really cool look if you want to look metallic-y and like Ghostface X. That's about it from me today, guys. I just wanted to show off these cool knives and give you a talk about some of the Ghostface knives that are available out there, some of your options to cosplay as Ghostface. I think these are your best option if you're looking for something cheap and you're based in the States. You can always go for the resin cast ones, should you wish. They do look great as well. You can find a whole lot of people that make these. But I mean, this is just, it's a fraction of the weight and it just looks so nice being all shiny and chrome. These are brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Scream 6 drops in a couple of days, so get hype. I can't wait to see it. I'll be seeing it on the Wednesday night. don't be a dick, don't spoil it in the comments for anybody else once you have seen it. So keep your comments to yourself until after the film has been released. Until then, I've got some Scream content on my channel. Feel free to check it out. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, throw me some comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I've got some more Scream content coming in the next couple of days. In fact, the day of Scream 6 dropping, I'm going to have a really fun little video popping up on this channel. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and until next time, don't answer the phone.